about eyelashes, but now we're going to talk about travel.
Yeah, I'm sorry. We could talk about your eyelashes if you like, but
Okay, let's talk about getting the right seat on the plane. This is very important.
It is so important because I think it makes or breaks your trip. It can set the tone. If you've got a good seat on the way out, it just, for me, it sets the tone. So not everybody wants to pay business class, and I get that. It's expensive. Most of us can't afford it. But there are some things that you can do just to ensure that you can get your own best space. So the first thing, exit row, bulkhead. So my favorite thing to do is before I once I've actually booked, but before I pick a seat, I go online to seatguru.com. You probably have used it before. What it does, it gives you a layout of every single aircraft by every single airline, because they don't always have the same seats and fly the same aircraft on the same route. So if you like 12D, it may not be the same on that airline on the next flight you go on.
So it'll show you like which seats recline and which don't.
Yes, which are close to the galley, what has entertainment, what doesn't.
You don't want to be close to the restroom.
No, you don't want to be close to the restrooms. And it will also tell you with just a simple color, green is good, yellow is not so good, but definitely worth going to. The other one that I like to go to is Route Happy, because while you might have a really good seat, you might not have all of the entertainment options that you want. Do they have Wi-Fi? Do they have a personal screen? Do they have lots of movie choices? So Route Happy is actually a website that gives you prices and schedules, but then it goes on to tell you a happiness score on the flight itself. And there's some flights that I've done where I wanted to stop rather than going nonstop because of the actual aircraft, because I needed to work in flight and I needed the Wi-Fi. So, yeah, I mean, everything. The next thing is...
this plane, I can't work.
I can't work.
Land this thing now.
As Squire
for a long haul
you
flight.
Just pay for it, too.
You could pay for it, but nobody wants to do that. No. So what we're going to do is, the other thing that you can do is consider flying on a Tuesday or Wednesday. And this is simply because if you've got a bank of 3 seats or even 4, often the middle seats will be open on days that are not busy, and that's a Tuesday and a Wednesday, because I don't mind going with my husband if he's at the window and I'm at the aisle, and we put those. There's no one in between, and we put the arms rest up, and we all have lots of space. Then
and you don't have to sit right next to him either.
Right.
Good idea. Where this is going.
The next one is paying to upgrade your seat, not just to business class. There's lots of other options in between, and it depends on the airline you're flying. There might be club class, there might be premium economy, there might be plus. I did it yesterday flying from Scottsdale up to Vancouver. It was a 3-hour flight, but it was so nice. I paid $75. I got on the plane first. I knew my carry-on bag was on. I had a meal service, and that $75, I also had about 6 extra inches, and I could stretch out. So there's times where there may be some affordable options at the time you check in. And then I also recommend you pay for seat selection, because I know I like an aisle close to the front. There are some people who like a window because they like to sleep against it. If you wait until,
I like to look out the window at all the weather.
Oh, nice.
That's
why I like the window.
You like the clouds to tell us what they are.
That's right. You're digging the clouds.
Is there like a trick to get a free upgrade?
You know, it's tough. If you are loyal to the airline, they'll have your...
begging.
Yeah, crying and begging doesn't often... Unless you're Squire Barnes, then you might just be recognized and get an upgrade.
I know Squire.
I tried that. I said, I'm Squire Barnes. They said...
Those things don't work anymore.
Prove it.
I do know this, though. If you go on points, you are least likely to get an upgrade. If you go and you are a loyal customer and you've got your loyalty card in there and you've been on recent flights, you often will. And if you're kind... Sounds so simple, but if you have to be nice. Okay, let's get people traveling. Okay, so the first one is to Las Vegas. This is for early December, air and 3 nights at Treasure Island Hotel, $299, taxes of $178. Honolulu, November 21st or 30th, air and 7 nights hotel, $749. That's the cheapest I've seen.